Well, Happy New Year and welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill. I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, and anything I like and hope to flip them for a profit. It's 2022 and happy birthday to me. 45 today. I know, somebody shoot me, getting old. Anyway, I have an absolute cracker of a haul for you today. I bought some amazing things. If you're wondering why I'm wearing my Christmas jumper, I've just been shopping and it isn't Christmas yet. I'm filming all these early. Christmas hasn't come yet. It's still a week or so away. But yeah, I'm really pleased. I've got some absolutely amazing things to share with you before I shut it all down for the Christmas holidays. So hopefully you'll think the same as me and think the items I've managed to pick up over the Christmas period have been spectacular, because I tell you now, they're nothing short of. So if you're interested in what I've bought today, stick around. You're going to really enjoy. I'm going to start off with, without a doubt, my favorite item, almost pretty much of the year. We have an absolutely corker. This is a carved Chinese figure, probably an immortal or an elder or something along them lines. You can see there all the chipping from the chisel where it's been carved. That instantly tells you it's a nice bit of hardwood there rather than resin. Now, this entire piece, it's got a split by here that needs to be just touched up, strengthened up with a bit of glue, wood glue, but that's neither here nor there. There's a couple of splits on there. The entire thing is inlaid with silver. I've never had a piece inlaid with silver before. All over the entire thing. The quality of the carving on the face is absolutely superb. Well, the whole thing is just utterly superb. I've got some photographs to put in a minute. It's got possible sapphires or something like that for the eyes, or it could just be glass. Beautiful patina. Now, I've been doing a bit of research. Some people are saying the late 19th century, other people are saying the 20th century, but either way, it is absolutely spectacular, and they pull a lot of money. Now, I'm not worried whatsoever about that little split there. It's all there. I'm going to just put a bit of wood glue on it, and you won't even know it's been there, to be honest with you, because it's got a few age splits in the wood, which really don't bother me one bit. To be honest with you, I haven't even decided if this is going to be sold yet. It is that good and that unique for me that it may end up being kept. However, I got some info to share with you on there. Now, we'll start off in 2014. So you're talking 8 years ago, long before really the Chinese went crazy. They had a Chinese immortal inlaid with silver. They put it down as 20th century. And they estimated it $800 to $1,200 in 2014. It only realized $250, but they estimated it. The experts felt it was worth $800 to $1,200. And auction houses are normally really low on their estimates. And that was 8 years ago. Chinese artifacts have flown up since then. Now, I have looked on eBay, and there are some on eBay. You have an immortal here, £545, £340, 328, all the way coming down to like £100 or £60 there for those two. Now I want to have a look at the quality of these. These look to be all the same seller, and they are very similar to what I have. I'm not going to say mine's any better or any worse, because I could just be being biased, but I prefer mine, as you would. But the same inlay and everything. I don't know how they describe them. What date did they put on theirs? 1900 to 1920. And they're asking, between 300 and 500 for theirs. And I have searched sold listings, and they are very poor on the sold. There's only 3 results, and only 2 of them are Chinese figures. You've got the Chinese ox and boy here, or the water buffalo, £75, and one for £113 for a Buddha. The Buddha, I think somebody stole the Buddha. A Buddha like that should have been £400, £500, £600 in anybody's collection, as far as I'm concerned. But that's where we're at with those. Now you can make your own mind up on what you think. I paid a whole £3, $5, £3. Isn't that just amazing? I'm going to put the photos in next before I move on to the next item, but I've had some crackers over the Christmas period. Now, I can tell you now, I see this in the 400-500 range, no problem whatsoever, comfortably. And to be honest with you, if I don't sell, I'm not exactly going to lose any sleep. I know I'm here to sell, but at the same time, I'm also a collector. It's the first figure I've had with all this silver wire work inlaid to it. It's a beautiful thing. I love Chinese antiques anyway, and it's at least 100-year-old and absolutely beautiful. And it was £3, and that was a gift. To be honest with you, I was jumping up and down when I bought that, like it was a lottery win, but it wasn't just that I purchased half a dozen things off the gentleman, including a jewelry box full of gold and silver and jewelry that I'm going to put into another video. But I had that off him, and I also had... Okay, I've had a few pieces off the same gentleman, but they're going in another video. So that's the only piece from him I wanted to put into today's video. Now, as you know, I don't always buy everything off the tables. A lot of the time, dealers keep things back for me in splott, and they'll go coming over and have a look. They'll open their boot, they'll show me what they got, they'll say the prices, I say yes or no, or sometimes haggle a bit. I don't haggle with the public, but I will haggle with trade, purely because sometimes they ask more than I'm comfortable to pay. So, the next job lot, I'm going to break it down into its individual pieces, but I bought the next 4 pieces off the same dealer who called me over at 4 o'clock in the morning in splott and done the deal. So this is absolutely something else. This is 19th century overlaid hand-cut Bohemian crystal glass scent or perfume bottle. The dates are around 1860, 1880, something like that. Now, what they've done, they've actually done the bottle, then they've overlaid it in another color glass, and then they cut that back to get this sort of pattern. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, I will be honest with you, it has got a very, very, very small chip on the rim. I'm looking for it now, I can't see it. There it is. It's nigh on invisible. You can see it there on the video, I think. But it's just a very tiny surface chip. Nothing much at all. Now, I've paid £35 for this, even with that tiny chip. Stands around, I have not measured it, but it stands around 8-9 inches, something like that, which is around 20, 22, 23 centimeters or something like that tall. 8-9 inches at a guess. And as I have said, it has got that tiny chip on that. It is in beautiful condition, and it is a beautiful perfume bottle or scent bottle. Now, I paid £35 for it, which is around $50. However, now what I want to do is just give you a little look at some of the perfume bottles that are available. Now, you have a very similar one here. They class it as Moser. Unsigned, I believe, but they class it as Moser, 450. We'll have a look at that one in a second. Just here, we have the identical piece to what I have. Slightly, well, say identical, very similar. Slightly different top and a larger example. But I want you to just see the variety of perfume or scent bottles you can get with this overlaid and flash glass. Some absolutely amazing things out there. Just checking I was sharing there. But that's just to give you a little look at what's available. Now, this example here is very similar to what I have, as in it's flashed in the ruby glass, overlaid, different shape stopper, same rim, same cut-in collar around the neck, everything, and the same style around the foot. Now, they've got it down as a tall Bohemian ruby overlay glass scent bottle and stopper, ruby over clear glass with thumb press cut-in and scallop cut edge to the bottle with pointed stopper, circa 1860. Stopper's been restored on that one, but you have to request information if you want to buy it. There's no price displayed. Then you come across to this one. This is a particularly nice example with this opaque glass on the cranberry. It's a really nice example. And they've put that down as Moser. Now, all I've searched here on eBay is in sold listings is Bohemian glass perfume bottle, because there's none of what I've got on there. All right, and I just want you to have an idea of some of the prices. Now you have a modern Bohemian overlaid and cut glass perfume bottle there, £90. This is a very modern piece. You know, that is the second half of the 20th century, in my opinion, 1950s maybe. You know, 71. I think that was it for similarities. And these are asking prices. You know, look at that, £400 almost for a perfume. So these scent bottles do pull good money. So if you see them out there, don't be afraid to part with a little bit of money on the scent bottles or perfume bottles. They do sell. So that's where we're at with that one. I paid £35, $50. Got a small slither chip on the top. Not major. To be honest with you, I couldn't find it down there without my eyeglass. And it is absolutely stunning. I still rate that at around £95, £100 with that little chip. No problem at all. And as I said, as you just saw, find me another one. They're not that readily available. Next piece I purchased, the dealer thought it was a stool, bless him, but it is a Quran stand. Now, the purpose of these is basically to stop your books opening flat and damaging the spine, so the books never open fully flat. This one is all carved, and it is inlaid with mother of pearl shell. These are sort of Middle Eastern, you know, come from a wide area out there. I'm not going to even try and guess where it is. It's Middle Eastern Quran stand. Let's leave her at that. Fold up for traveling. It's not the best example I've had in the world, but it's not a bad example either. You can see all the carving marks where it's been hand carved. So it's all handmade. And they've obviously stained the wood to get it darker. It's not two woods, it is one wood. This has all been carved and they're stained different colours. It's got a couple of splits and things here and there. No missing on the mother of pearl that I can see. All looks to be complete. I paid £20 for the Quran stand. And well, I didn't research these. I'll show you them in just a moment. I'll pull it up now. But they're comfortably £40, £50, no problem at all for a nice Quran stand like that. But the purpose is, if you open your book like that, you're not going to damage it. But if you open your book so it goes all the way flat, it damages the spine. Okay, so I've just typed in Quran stand from wood, and we're going to look together. There's someone here selling one here, Quran stand. Let's have a look at the pictures. For some reason, they're not opening up zoomed. This one apparently is looks to be mounted in sterling silver arm with a Quran, silver mounted Quran. That's a nice bit of kit, isn't it? There's another there. They are very expensive at the moment. We ain't going to get anything like that. I still stand by my estimate, £40, £50 for mine. There's another there, handmade Islamic Quran holder. Plain one there, 300. There's another one there, 800 grade silver. You can see the point there. The Quran stands. Let me see if there's any sold. Okay, let's see what's actually sold instead of asking, if any. So we have one there sold at £89. And we have one here, which is along the lines of what I'm going to have, I think. They took a best offer of 65. Will it open? What is it with these pictures not opening today? So it's a nicely carved one. Plain on the top, carved on the sides. But what you got to realize is when it's folded up flat, that's when you got the decorative effect. You don't really need it carved inside because when it's open, the book is on the Quran is on the stand. But that's what they are. They're a Quran stand. So that's where we're at. Paid £20. It's not going to be worth an absolute fortune. And they've decorated it wrong, really. If you look at the others, they should be decorated on the outside when it's folded. But no, theirs is decorated. They're probably going to leave it open like that on display and then place the book on top. It's a nice enough thing. It's a Quran stand. It was 20 quid. It's carved wood, inlaid with mother of pearl. Where are you going to get something like that for 20 quid? And if I stick with the same dealer, this one owes me £25. And we have almost like an Ottoman crescent, spun brass and engraved with the Taj Mahal. Dinner gong. It doesn't ring very loud. Beautifully carved though. Absolutely stunning carving. Look at that. Nice floral carving. The quality of the brass is beautiful. It is spun brass. So you can see the spinning or the turning on the back of that. It's a good thick plate. Real heavy. You got this. It's profusely engraved with the flowers over the entire thing. Nice colour. Now what it needs 2 new eyes. You know, they've just replaced them with Atta rubbish eyes. So I can get 2 vintage or brass eyes and maybe a little bit of cord. Because at the moment, they've got a bit of wire folded over on modern, like curtain hoops, hook and eyes. And it is such a beautiful thing. The actual hammer or gong is all twisted brass, finished nicely on the end. It is just a nice thing. There's a lot of work gone into carving this and making it, and including the brass. You know, they've spun the brass, they've engraved it. It's a nice thing. It owes me £25. So it's about $40. It's not going to go up for sale until I've done the work on there. I'm going to replace these eyes, get a little bit of cord, as I've said, and give it a wax, and then it'll go up for sale. So that one will probably go up for sale in the new year sometime. But I have done some searching on prices of those. This is the identical one to what I have. The difference being slightly, mine's got a bit better hammer than this one. It's got engraved with the Taj Mahal. You can see this one. Now they've got the hooks with a bit of cord, which is what I intend to do. It's either going to be a slightly larger example than what I got, or it's a smaller disc. And they're asking £151 or $200 for that. There are others. Now, if I come down here, so we got one at 150, another one underneath at 150. Just the crest is 77 there without the dinner gong, and the brass bit does make a difference. And you got one here. They call them Indian or Burmese. So they could be a Burmese as well. And then you come down here to £56 is the cheapest there. But that brass doesn't look very nice, to be honest with you. And it's not as profusely carved. So either way, £25 is a good little deal on that. And it is such a quality item. I'm really over the moon with it. Real nice dinner gong. It's just a decorative looking piece. Just a beautiful thing. I would imagine it stands at about 12, 14, 15 inches tall. So that's all right. I'm happy with that. Okay, so next piece. So what's that off there? Let me see. That's 1, 2, 3. This is the last piece off this dealer, and I paid a whole £20 for this. And we have, well, the label there says it all, Le Creuset Enamel Cast Iron Saucepan. Now, this saucepan has never been used. It is mint. It still has its Le Creuset book inside. It's still got its stickers on the outside, or in there, and it's still got its label on there. So this is new brand new, never used, in mint condition. Now the size is stamped on them. This is size 18 for 18 centimeter, and it is in beautiful condition. Not sure if it's lost something out at the end there, like a little stopper or something. It might not have had. I don't know. We'll have a look in a minute. But have a look at some of these prices. Now that owes me £20 or about $28, $30. Yeah, looking at it, there's something that should have gone in the end, but maybe a little stopper or something. Anyway, they're £165 new. There you are there, Le Creuset cast iron, £165. If I come across here, there's two sold, one at 95, which is 18 centimeter saucepan. There's another here at 88, which is the volcanic red 18 centimeter saucepan. So they're the same saucepan, slightly different handles. That's different handle as well. Don't know if mine's older, because even the handle on my... Ah, there you go. There's another one there. So mine isn't missing nothing off the end of the handle. That's good to know. So these are used saucepans, though. They're in good condition, but used. Mine is mint, brand new. They sold those £70 for the 3. But if they're £160, £170 brand new to buy, and they range, as you saw there, £70 for 3 used ones, all the way up to, I think it was £80 and £90 for unused ones for secondhand, or new with tags, but not brand new like. So that's a good little buy. It was £20, and it's in absolute mint condition. So if you're going to find a Le Creuset cast iron enamel saucepan, you just will find them like that. Okay, moving on. What's next? Okay, I think this may be my final piece. Here we have an absolute stunner. It is a glass paperweight formed as a panda. If I turn him around, you can have these either way. That's the way they're supposed to go. So you get the 3D effect of the glass. Or you can display them like so, with the image coming through. Now, this is by Royal Corona, Sweden, for lead crystal. And if you look underneath, it is signed all the way along there, and it is a Mats Johansson piece. Now, this is about 6 inches tall, so it's a large paperweight, around 6 inches tall, and it's in very, very good condition, and it is the Panda. Now, I did have a look on eBay, and I managed to find one. They were asking £90. That's the only one I could find. They were asking £90. There's none on the sold list at all. There it is. Asking £90. Royal Corona, Mats Johansson, Panda paperweight, £90. I don't expect to achieve that, to be totally frank with it. Oh, hang on. So there it is. Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't sharing. £90.77p. Opened up, and should be a signed example sim. There you go. I don't expect to achieve it. I see this, in my opinion, around £45, £50, give or take, something like that. However, it only cost me a £5, so about $7.50. Mats Johansson, very, very sought after Swedish glass in lovely condition. So, yeah. Let me see what the time is. Yeah, I think I'll chuck another 1 or 2 in now. I don't know where to go with this one, honestly. Let's start off. Now, I was in Splott Market, and we had a very, very busy Thursday morning. Was it Thursday or Saturday? Sorry. We had a very busy Saturday morning. My apologies. And I walk around first, then I stall out, then I have a wander around halfway through the day, and then again when I'm packing up, or when I'm about to pack up. Anyway, I walked around in the morning, bought my bits. Then halfway through the day, we had a little quiet spell. I walked around again, and there was a house clearance van down the bottom, down by the toilets. And the crowd was 10 deep around him with dealers. So I walked away, didn't even go near him. Anyway, at the end of the day, I thought, right, I'm going to have a quick wander around, go to the toilet, and pack up. I goes down to see, down to the toilets. The van is still there. I walk across, and I pick up this. Still too close. There we go. Now, the house clearance man in question turned around to me and said, we took that to see someone. He said, we thought it was a painting and we'd struck it big and bought something really, really good because it looks old. Anyway, he turned around to me before he even bought it. He said, it's not a painting, it's a print. And I took a look at it and I thought, okay, no problem at all. I got it back to my car and I had it ripped apart in 10 seconds. Looking at this, let me give you what I saw first of all. Okay, so the first thing I saw was that it is an oak frame, but you're talking a Georgian oak frame. This is a late 18th century frame or early 19th. Then I looked at the mount. The mount is a slice of veneer, slice of wood. So it's not a cardboard mount. This is a very thin cut piece of wood around the mount. So I thought to myself, okay, it may be a print, but it's going to be an old print. So I took it. I bought it. It was £1. I took it back to my car and I ripped the back off. It'd already been outmined because they'd had it out already to check if it was a painting. So I ripped the back off, ripped it out, and got it under an eyeglass. And I was pleased to say it is an 18th century print. Or we'll get to what it actually is now. Let me share some photos with you first. So am I sharing? Let me double check. Yes. Okay, so this is an image of what we got. It's got a nice Georgian frame. You could see that it stands out, absolutely beautiful. All this mount around the edge, you know, as I just said, it's all veneered. But if you look very closely, there's no artist. There's nothing on there at all. Now, bear in mind, they'd already had it out to the frame to check. Let me share with you the pictures. So that's a nice close-up of the image, a real nice image. You know, an old building with some people on horseback in the mountains. It's an old pub or tavern. Real nice image. Anyway, once I had out the frame, I pulled back at the veneered mount. And what do I reveal? Engraved in mezzotint by Williammoord. Now, Williammoord is quite an important artist. I believe it's from something like 1766 through to 1820 something, something along them lines. So we have an original mezzotint engraving by Williammoord. And you can see there, I had to peel the actual veneered mount back to reveal it because it was hidden under the mount. But that mount wasn't just placed on top, it was glued down. It'd been stuck down for God knows how many years, probably 200 years. Beautiful thing. I'd done some photographs out of the frame while it was out. So now, for £1 I bought an 18th century mezzotint by Williammoord. And we're going to have a little look now. Okay, so I've just found one here. No, that's brand new canvases. They're actually doing prints, brand new canvases of his work. So somebody's bought one of these mezzotints, and they're actually recreating them on a modern canvas. Look at that. Engraving, canvas, print. So they're even reprinting them off. So look at that. Brand new canvases of the old image printed off. that is daylight robbery, but they can obviously get away with it because of the age. In stock, Williammoord. Right, so we have one here. Williammoord, 1766 to 1826, after George Morland, which is exactly what I've got. Theirs is the Warrener, and they are asking $950 for theirs. There's their image. Very similar in style. Now, bear in mind, that's not even in a frame. Mine's in this original 18th century frame. Another one here. What are you? Antique. No, that's a reproduction again. It's a facsimile print. Bear with. What we got over here? That one's in stock. Donald A. Heald, Rare Books, Prints and Maps. $1,500 for Williammoord after George Morland. The 1st September or something that was then. So there's another. The 1st of September evening. There's another one by you. What are you? Let's have a look here. It's the same gentleman, Williammoord again, $1,750. So you're getting the point. They are big, big money. I haven't looked on eBay yet. Okay, so on eBay, we have a pair of Messitint engravings by Williammoord, £2,254 of dogs. And we have another underneath it, Williammoord, Edward after George Morland, titled The Children Bird Nesting, 1,891. There's another one underneath, Children Nutting, 1,500. He sold. Something for souls. Sold. Nothing in the souls. So that was a whole pound. Now mine comes in its original 18th century frame. Fair enough, it's been opened. Not the end of the world. It'll be resealed with the brown paper and it'll be presented tidy. It needed cleaning anyway. The glass was stinking inside and out. It's original Messitint. It's signed. Obviously written in pen. What can I say? It's a large piece. It's probably 2 foot square. And it owes me £1, $1.50. And I think I'll finish off on that. There probably are cheaper versions out there, but the ones I clicked on there were all showing cracking prices. So a bit more research to figure out how much I'm going to sell it for. But bearing in mind now, the frame's worth money anyway. To find a oak 18th century or Georgian frame is worth money. Now, from what I gather, this one dated around 1790, somewhere over there. And I don't know who the house clearance people took it to, but when they were told it's not a painting, so it's worthless, whoever it was told them totally wrong, because they told me straight. When I went up to him and picked it up, he said, "We've taken it to see someone. It's not a painting, therefore it's £1." It's an 18th century oak frame. Even if you just sold the picture frame, you know, it just don't make sense. Anyway, start the year as we mean to go on. God, when between the Chinese figure, the Bohemian bottle, the Messitint, I've had an absolute corker. And honestly, I'm going to film another one now to put out in a few days. So it'll be in the same jumper because I'm about to film it again. But I got some beautiful Chinese porcelain. I got some 18th century metalware. I've got mid-century modern. I got silver. I got crystal, jewelry, loads. So hopefully we'll have a good year this year. I don't know. Listen, I got one more car boot sale to go Thursday, and then I don't know how many more I'm going to have because Splott shuts down for a couple of weeks over Christmas. So I don't know what's going to happen, whether we're going to be put back into lockdown or not. So I'm going to make the videos while I can. Thank you very much for watching. Please, I do appreciate likes, comments, and definitely shares to try and get my channel out there. Other than that, thank you, and I'll see you soon. I hope you all have a a much better year and you ain't suffering too much with a hangover. Happy New Year to you all. Bye for now.